Hi everybody, and welcome to another video of the channel. So as things go, this video originates by me watching Sai's video where he shows off his collection of McFarlane Matrix figures. From a short conversation we exchanged, I said I love those figures and I also have some of them in my collection, and he said that he would love to see them. Now, were I to blatantly rip off his idea, I would be calling this video my subscriber's choice number 1. Don't worry, mate, I'm not going to do that to you. You are much more organized than me, so I would probably screw up the numbers anyway. So, that being said, if anyone who eventually watches this video and would like to see any figure or diorama or vehicle that I might have in my collection, I'm more than happy to accommodate your request if I can do that. So the first piece that I would like to show you is the Chateau. Absolutely superb sculpting. You can't really call these action figures because they don't have any movement. What they are in dramatic poses where you can see all the dynamic stances. In this case, Neo is flying in one of his, kicks to, dispatch one of these minions from the Merovingian. Okay, all of these blades are detachable. You can see them there. Okay, swords. These, I'm afraid, aren't. This mace comes out too. And you have the translucent plastic, which kind of imitates the statue being ripped apart. I've already shown this piece in a video. On to the next two. These were actually the first two pieces that got me started collecting these figures. So the iconic stances, Neo and Trinity, when they enter the building. I can still remember the scene when Neo is taking his large duffel bag filled with all sorts of guns and the alarm just buzzes and all hell breaks loose. I'd like to call your attention to the bullet marks that you can see here on soft plastic. So I don't know if the camera can capture just the sheer detail of these pillars. They are absolutely amazing. You got these metal rods, it's concrete after all. You got these metal rods inside the structure, and it is so wasted because of all the bullets that it took. Amazing. I don't know if you can see the stances. Trinity, I had a hell of a time taking the gun out of her holster because I just like to display the guns and the weapons on the bases. Okay, just this, Neo was actually the first figure I bought. Yeah, one of the problems it has is that, this material with which the weapons are made, this M16, is quite pliable. So since the beginning, this never stood straight. It always bends to the left. Okay, I'm not going to say it's a huge problem for me. It really isn't. Okay, absolutely magnificent set. Another one of those pillars. Okay, mixing plastic with metal. Okay, this part is pliable. Okay, you can see it, but the other one is metal. This is a metal rod you have inside, and you've got it there. Okay, for the next set that I would like to show you, you've got none other than Morpheus, duking it out with Merovingian's minions, the twins. So these badass programs are the Merovingian's enforcers, I would say that. Unfortunately, I haven't got the parts of I've got these figures, both twins, secondhand. So they didn't come with the bases that connect to Morpheus' base to form this diorama. But that being said, I wouldn't really know where to put the bases because I haven't got all that much space left. I had to pass on a couple of these figures because they didn't come up with their weapons. and I really think they, yes, make the figures come alive. Really, really do. This one comes with a machine gun, and this other one comes with a small, tiny blade. I would call it a barber's knife. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so Morpheus comes with an array of accessories from his katana blade to, automatic weapons and, guns and whatever. One of my biggest regrets was having passed out on Morpheus on his chair. I remember seeing that figure quite some years now, I guess about 20 years ago, and I've passed it out because I thought, well, I already have Morpheus in another stance, and this one much more heroic stance. But it ended up, selling, and nowadays it's tremendously hard to get it in the secondary market. It costs a lot of money, and yes, I'm not really going to play that game with anyone. Interesting enough, only recently have I discovered that the first time I actually saw Lawrence Fishburne on film was in Apocalypse Now. He wasn't even credited Lawrence back then. He was credited Larry. So he was just a teenager. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Another two-piece I've got. The battle between, Neo and Agent Smith. Hugo Weaving, a portentous play. So he was everyone was great. I mean, the Wachowski brothers, sisters now, they had such attention to detail. Take, for example, the twins, the wardrobe, the way they acted, characterization, wonderful. But I remember, one of the things that I really remember about this saga was listening to Hugo Weaving talking about humanity as if it were a virus which had infected the earth, and it was his mission to eradicate this virus, this disease. How cool is that, man? Really. I've had the chance to watch these movies not so long ago, and the CGI is what it is. But as I've always stated, this is not about special effects. It's about storytelling, and this was a portentous story. I mean, they had groundbreaking effects, the super slow-mo, the 360 degrees where they rotated the camera to see the character from all angles. Those are even copied nowadays. But it's not about that. It's about the story. And this, my friends, was a tremendous story. It will withstand the test of time. I have no doubts about it. Okay, so Agent Smith and Neo doing his Superman pose over here. You have this cardboard backdrop with all the other Agent Smiths. Finally, my last figure, Neo, the Blind Messiah. This is one of the reasons why I would say, a bit reluctant to see what Matrix 4 holds for us. Because whether we like it or not, this story had a closure. Not perhaps the closure that we were expecting. I mean, we don't have a clear victory of humans over machines. What we have is an alliance against the common threat, the virus, Smith. But it had closure, okay? So, yeah, I don't know what to expect, okay? I'm hoping for the best, but sometimes Hollywood has a way of disappointing us. So right now, I don't know what Matrix 4 is going to bring. So back to this figure. It's part of a larger diorama. Unfortunately, I haven't got the other part, which is a Sentinel. And this, if you remember the story, is the part when Neo discovers that he can actually control Sentinels in the real world. Yeah, so this makes him the chosen one, the Messiah. Yeah, okay. Right, you guys, quick walkthrough. This is the set of figures that I got from McFarlane for the Matrix. I hope you've all enjoyed. It's been a blast for me. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, take care.